Boy, was I at camera shot last time?
Things change, people change, situations change. You feel me? So, I'm gonna hit this intro right quick. Hold on, woman. Hold on. It always be doing it. All right. I think we're live. Okay. I'm gonna hit this intro right quick. Hold on. Okay. What's going on, my brothers and sisters around the world? Oh, wait. I had a new introduction. Hold on. Hola, mi familia. Come. I gotta work on that.
Okay, language.
Hey, I'm trying to become Duolingo, but I mess up the introduction. But it's okay.
Hey.
For episode number 49, fluid English right now. Episode number 49, we got my special guest again. You feel me, Makaiah? Well, I'm sorry, Minister Makaiah Simmons. What's up, woman? How you doing?
Hey, y'all. Good. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. How's your day been?
Long, but we're here. My day started at 5 a.m., but we're here.
Started at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because
I don't know if you know who Jacqueline Carr is. Jacqueline Carr. Yeah, she's a singer, artist, all of that, preacher, all of that. And so she came.
Last time.
Huh?
The one you was talking about last time?
I probably did mention her last time, but she came to Arkansas today. She came to Dumas. So we got up early to go to Dumas, which is why I got up super early. And then I wanted to make sure, I had my hair looking fine, makeup looking fine. So I had to get up extra early for that. And then to be there at Dumas on time, we had to get up super early. So yeah, my day started at 5. So I've been up for a minute, but I did get a little nap in. So that's it. But yeah.
How long was your nap?
So I kept setting my alarm every time I woke up. I kept saying it for like 10 more minutes. Okay, 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. So really honestly and total overall, probably 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So it wasn't much of nothing. But
must be nice. I be taking 10-minute power now. She feel me? I blink, wake up.
Right, that's it. Okay, I'm up.
Oh my goodness. For the people that's really new to the channel, new to you, new to the environment, who are you? What are you doing? Where are you from?
Okay, y'all. Well, as you heard him the first time, my name is Makaiah Simmons. I'm 23. I'm from here, Little Rock, Arkansas. I am a preacher. I'm the young adult minister at my church, New Life Christian Fellowship Church. And I'm also over our young adult ministry. And so, yeah, I'm heavily involved in ministry. So, yeah, that's who I am. That's a little bit about what I do. And yeah.
So is it Minister Makaiah or is it Pastor Makaiah?
Don't say pastor now. They pastor.
I'm asking.
Okay, so people, it's not often, but I have gotten it before. People will call me Pastor Makaiah, but I'm in my head, it's minister. It's just minister. It's just Minister Makaiah. I don't pastor a church or nothing like that. But even though I do preach, but I'm not I don't pastor a church. So when people say pastor, I think of somebody being over a church, and that's not me. So you could just say minister. Or if you just want to call me Makaiah, that's fine.
Which one do you want me to call you?
Either one, whichever one you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with both, so it don't matter.
Okay, Makaiah.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. So last time we had a podcast, it was really my first couple of episodes, and transition through life. How have you been since the first podcast?
Are you asking what's happened since then? Pretty much,
yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Well, so I think at the time when we first did it, everything, I don't remember everything that we talked about, but pretty much everything is still what it is, except for the fact that at the time I was working at Amazon. I don't know if I told you that, but I don't work at Amazon no more. I work at this place called Prism Medical Products. It's a home health DME supplier place that delivers supplies to old people. Let me not say old people, but pretty much people that have wounds on their body that they need supplies for. But yeah, so I'm working there now. I'm a lot more involved in ministry now. I know at the time I was preaching at the time, but I wasn't over our young adult ministry like I am now. So I am doing that now. So there's more that I'm doing now. It's not hard. It's just I just want to make sure I'm doing something that people want to see, because I know I don't want to give nothing boring, because I know what I would want to see. So I want to make sure I put out what I would want to see, especially people from my age in the city. And so, yeah, but pretty much everything is the same. Just one more thing added on, doing the ministry, not working at Amazon no more. And yeah, new job. It's a little complex. It is, but it's a fun job. I like it. So yeah.
As long as you like it, that's all that matters.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So
you stupid. Here you go.
You about to start already, woman. You about to start already. It's only been 5 minutes and 53 seconds. You feel me?
Woo, boy, you crazy.
So, and the reason why I asked you that, because I'm seeing your growth. You feel me? Even though we don't communicate like that heavily.
Right.
I'm glad we got social media, because
right.
communicate. As long as you post, as long as you're doing your thing, I know you do. I know you're still pursuing your journey. So what I came to realize is that as we're on our journey, we grow to a different person, of a different version of us each and every day. I watched the sermon that you did. It was about anointing. That word, the one I misspelled earlier. The one I misspelled earlier. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that when you gave the message, like anointing means that God has chosen you to do something. I'm driving. I'm thinking. I'm like,
yeah.
Wow, you really opened my eyes up that what I'm doing is a purpose behind it, right? I'm not just doing it for the heck of it. I'm not cussing as much. You feel me? I still be cussing.
Right.
But, since we got a minister on the platform, I'm gonna be that mindset. You feel me?
Not you trying to tone it down.
But no, like, it's just being personal, being understanding, being and knowing that you're on a path for you, and not just you, but everybody that's gonna come and encounter with you. How does it feel to be the voice, the person, the image of the youth? Let's put it like that, the youth. How does it feel?
A lot of times, like, honestly, kind of recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago, the thought that comes in my head kind of often is like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's like, why me? Because like sometimes it's just like, dang, like how come I can't just just sit back and chill? Why I gotta be doing all this extra grind and just try to make sure stuff is what it is. But like we talked about anointing, God chose me for this, so it just is what it is. And so I'd rather start doing now what I'm supposed to do instead of starting later, like 5 or 10 years from now, when I'm supposed to be starting right now. And so it can be a lot of pressure, because I know people probably have this certain image of me in their head. And so like I feel like when I don't do a certain thing that I'm supposed to do in their eyes, because of this image they have in my head, they're probably thinking some type of thoughts like, oh, she ain't really, because she doing this, yada, yada, yada. But it's just like, you can't put that on me. Like, I'm a human being, I'm a human just like you. And so, yeah, it can be a lot of pressure sometimes, but I enjoy it. Like, because it challenges me. And so I like growth. But at the same time, it's crazy because like when it comes to challenges and growth, I don't like it because it does challenge me, if that makes sense. It's like, I do like it because it challenges me, but at the same time, I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But yeah, I got a love-hate relationship with growth and challenges and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as how it feels, it can be pressure sometimes, but I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it because I'm built for it. I'm built for it. So I definitely would not trade it.
The hand was over here. You couldn't see it. You feel me? I got to put it in the camera. Look, and then I'm go ahead. You wasn't done. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say I'm built for it. I'm fit for it. And of course, I'm gonna keep on growing and all of that. But I'm glad I'm starting now and not waiting 5 to 10 years to do what I know I'm supposed to do right now in this moment for people that are our age. And so yeah, I think it's important that they have somebody like me that's doing this, because I don't see it a lot. And so I think God did a good job choosing me to do this. So
you and me both. Me both. I'll
Yeah,
be in the
it's
rooms. I'll be the youngest person there. The youngest person there.
yeah.
You feel me? A
I
lot of
can tell
people.
because I be seeing you like when you go to these certain places. I don't know if it be like real estate events or whatever you be going to, but like when you record like around the room, I see a lot of like older guys. I'm like, is this dude? Is he the youngest up here? Like, and you are. I think that's dope though that you putting yourself around those people that's like a lot more advanced. Yeah. I think that's
Likewise,
good.
woman. What you
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
I know you're the youngest one of your group. I know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And let me because you said you don't know if that makes sense when you said you have a love-hate relationship for it. The question to back that up to let you know that I do understand it. How do you deal with it? Like if somebody's have had the same demeanor about life, like, okay, I don't want to grow, but I have to grow, but I need to do it, but I don't need to, I don't know why. What advice would you give for somebody to be like, okay, this is why you need to do it? Like,
Honestly, this is why you need to do it. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. The only advice that I would give somebody that has that love hate relationship, kind of like I do, is to just do it. Honestly, that's the only advice. Just allow yourself to just be in that position and just do it. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it might, feel weird at times, but just do it. You have to. That's the only advice that I could give because that's the only advice that I feel will work. Like, I don't feel like you should tell people what they want to hear, try to make it sound good and try to make them, oh, it's just just do it. Just do it. That's it. I don't have nothing sweet to, butter you up or nothing like that. You just gotta do it. You just gotta step in and do it.
need some salt or something, need some seasoning or something, you feel me?
Look, I ain't gotta make you feel good. I'm telling you what you need to hear. You just gotta do it, regardless of how you feel. Like, you gotta push past that and just do it. Like, you really have to, for real. I feel like that's a lot of people's problem nowadays. Like, they get to feel like, and they, never mind. I don't want to. But you just got to do it. Honestly, you just have to.
I love the fact that you keeping it real, right? Because a lot of people want the complexity answer, like, okay, this is what you need to do,
right? And then this gotta, and then
no, just start.
Right. It's as simple as that. Right.
You're gonna fail so much. You're gonna do things wrong so many times. But the sooner you start, the sooner you have that chance to mess up. Because every mess up is a lesson behind it. You're not gonna be successful waking up. Absolutely not.
Right. Definitely don't happen overnight.
I wish it did.
I know. Wake up one morning and have it all together. But
I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Boy.
but just as quick as we got it, that's how quick it's gonna be gone.
Right, right.
And it's hard to I understand we as people, we as human beings overthink things, overanalyze things. Okay, it's not the perfect time, and okay, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect.
No, yeah. There is no perfect timing. Like, it's not. Does not exist.
You will create that perfect time. You feel me?
Right.
There's no such thing as I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because tomorrow gonna come the next day.
Right, I know. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. Then you're gonna be waiting days and days and days and
years and years and years.
Right, gonna turn into years, and you ain't did nothing. Years and passed, and you in the same spot. Ain't did nothing. Ain't pushed yourself out there at nothing because you're waiting for the perfect time that does not exist. So you just gotta, just do it.
Run.
What you say?
Run, you run, boy. Hey, listen. You start running, you gonna fail. You gonna get tired. You gonna get winded. Have you ever ran like let's just say 3 miles? Well, a mile. Have you ever ran like a mile?
Yeah.
Have you ever sprinted like a block to a block? Have you ever sprinted?
I want to say yes. I think so. In my neighborhood, I think so. Like maybe like 2 years ago, I think I have. Yeah.
So you know the difference between the type of breath that you have as you're running, right?
We talking about when you sprinting and I don't know the difference between the breaths. I don't.
What as your body feeling, like the way you be feeling?
Child, I don't know. I just be running. I just sprint.
Well,
child, as long as I'm breathing, that's all that matters to me.
I'll be about to die when I'm sprinting. I'm like,
oh well, true, yeah. Yeah, facts, yeah.
a lot of people think life is a sprint, is a life is a
Right.
marathon. I mean, not a
Thanks.
marathon. It's short. No,
Hmm.
absolutely not. We have so much life ahead of us. It don't
I
matter how old you are.
know. I know. They be trying to hurry up and speed and that was my thing. Like a while ago, I would probably say like back in 2018, I had this certain like timeline for myself. Like, okay, this year I'm gonna do this. The next year I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have this done by this time, yada yada yada. And that kind of put pressure on me because I'm putting the timeline on myself when I didn't even have to do that. Like, girl, you young, you got so much time to get this stuff done, so much learning to do. Like, and that's another problem. I feel like a lot of us, like young people, like we face today, especially social media, it can pressure us because we see all these successful people and then like people, they're like 20 and 21 buying, houses and, buying these cars and stuff like that. But it's just like, I feel like a lot of people our age, we compare ourselves to the younger people that we see on social media. Like, oh my God, I need to do that. Let me do that. Let me do this. Let me do that. And not knowing that you're still so young. You got so much time to get that done. Just because they got this done at that age, don't mean you got to get that done at the same age. Like, give yourself time to really prepare yourself to get it. And then once you prepare yourself to get it, you get it. Write out a plan or whatever you need to do and then get it. But it's just like, yeah, this whole timeline thing, I feel like that's a huge issue in our generation, honestly. It used to be my issue too, but now, baby, forget that timeline. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. As long as I'm doing what I need to do on my part to get there, it'll happen. So I'm trashing the whole timeline.
What event caused you to realize, okay, I'm trying to do all these things today. You're overstressing yourself out. What event or time caused you to realize, let me slow down. It can be done tomorrow.
I would say it might have been like several things for me because like I don't know if this is something else that we talked about last time, but I think we did. I used to run businesses. I think I had like maybe like 2 or 3 or something. But I was trying to just do so much and I was at such a baby stage and I was trying to do so much big stuff. And I'm just like, I appreciate the fact that I have a big vision, but it's just like, okay, girl, slow down. You have time. I think at this time I was probably like, boy, I was young in the mug. I was probably like 17, 18. So I was a baby still in high school, about to graduate. So I'm working these businesses and trying to do all this stuff, all this big stuff that takes time. And it's just like, you got to sit back and realize, okay, you need to make sure you have the capital to do what you're trying to do. You need to make sure, I'm not going to even say support because you can do what you want to do without support. But you need to make sure you your face. I mean, because everybody not going to support you. You got to push past that, even if you don't got support. So it's just like, it's really kind of iffy, honestly. It's both ways. It's both ways. But no, yeah. So for me, like, I just had to sit down and realize the fact that I'm still young. I got all this time and I need to quit trying to make, like, the ideas were great, but I needed to just slow down and realize that I was super young and I have time. So I would probably say I was maybe like 17, 18, 19 when I realized that I had more time. I can really trash these lists, trash the timeline. So yeah, especially if I go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Especially if I want it to be the way it needs to be, like the list. No, gotta give myself. You say what?
I said it's overwhelming for sure.
Yeah, it is definitely can be. So yeah, I just had to get rid of that mindset. I kind of used to still struggle with it a little bit last year, but like now, like I don't even think about a timeline. I don't think about a timeline at all. Like it's dope seeing, people our age, do all these super great things. But for me, I'm not gonna, try to rush anything. I just want it to happen organically, happen naturally. I don't want it to feel natural. I don't want it to feel like I'm forcing something to happen that's not really supposed to happen right now. So I'm all about organic, authenticity and all of that. So yeah.
And I see a plant in your background.
I'm hollering. What'd you say?
I said I see a plant in your background. Are you in tune with nature?
Child, this is not even my plant. It's just here for decoration. I would say I'm in tune with nature. This sounds like
a person.
When you say boy, you was crazy.
What you mean?
Okay, so when you say in tune with nature, what do you mean? Like, am I like a nature person? Like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I like, nature is cool, but I'm not just like, nature. I gotta, be out outside all the time, flowers and birds and the sun.
I feel you. I'm
it's
one of
cool or whatever, but
yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, nature give you like a sense of like calmness. You feel me? I had to realize that.
Right.
And the reason I asked you about the like realizing how much you was putting on your plate, because I had to realize that this year. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing everything. Well, not everything. I ain't gonna say everything. I'm not doing everything. I'm doing a lot. Yeah. Social media. There go the finger. There go the camera. Social media, podcasts, real estate. It was like, what was it? It was like some more stuff I can't remember. But then I was like, let me put podcasting on the back end. Mm-hmm. When it's time, I'm gonna monetize it. I'm gonna have a fan base for it. But right now, I want to primarily focus on real estate.
Right.
When I focus on real estate, I'm getting more like focus.
Yeah.
My attention still gonna be on social media because I'm talking about internationally, woman. I'm talking about you feel me? I'm trying to how blow español muy poquito. I blow. I'm learning.
Boy, you this what Spanish?
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm trying to expand that demographic. You feel me? So what I just say, I want to say it in Spanish so smooth, be like do.
Right, just fluent, it's coming out.
Yeah, they were like.
Right, like when he starts speaking Spanish.
Mm-hmm. This is what I said.
What you stupid?
When the words come out good, everybody just be like,
right, like he done learned some. Okay,
his bag getting heavy. Mm-hmm.
In that, honey.
In due time, you feel me? But to be honest, it's not even the bag gonna come. Right. It's about empowering people to become the best version by you doing what you want to do. The beauty about believing in yourself is that it starts to rub off on people. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Your event that you hosted with the youth.
Mm-hmm. The party, was it the young adult party? I think it was.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I was so like, oh my God, like the day of, I would say, because I think we started at 6. Well, the actual start time was 6:30. But I don't think we got started till like 6:45. But like the minutes like leading up for us to start, I was so nervous because it was my first, it's my first time ever doing something like that. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. But honestly, like looking back, like everything went so good, and I feel like it all went the way it was supposed to go. And everybody, like it was a couple of people that wasn't able to make it, but we got like a lot of good feedback, and they was like, "We ain't gonna do the party, yada yada yada." I'm like, right now, I'm not gonna do another party because that takes a lot. But on down the line, we'll probably, of course, do another one, of course, in the future. But it went really, really good. Like my dad was pleased. He's the pastor of my church, so I'm under him. So he was pleased, and as long as he's pleased, I'm good. That's what matters. His opinion matters to me a lot. So he was pleased. Mama was pleased. I was happy with the way everything went. We ate good. We danced. We played games. A lot of music. It was fun. So it went really good. So yeah, everybody enjoyed it. A lot of good feedback. So I definitely plan to do like another one, maybe sometime like next year. And so yeah, bigger spot, more people can come, and so yeah, it was good. It was really good.
When you do it next year, I'm going to come. I'm going to be traveling.
I'm going to come. Traveling. Please go.
listen, your boy. I'm talking about private planes, not next year. Okay, not next year. Years to come. Years to come. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about no plane right now.
Right.
When I tell you I'm coming tomorrow, plane.
Right.
That's the type of level I'm on, And so what did you learn about yourself during that whole process of learning how to set up the event, setting up the event, and then actually seeing the event come to life? What did you learn about yourself?
Well, I learned that I'm a good leader. Like that was probably like of course, I'm still growing. I just stepped into the whole leadership role. But I think for like right now, where I am right now, I learned that I'm a good leader because it was up to me to find a place, it was up to me to assign people their duties for that night, like people that was on food, people that was helping with decorations, people that were like kind of like greeters at the door to greet people when they came in. It was up to me to find a DJ, the food that we ate, pretty much everything. Like it was up to me to do, and I did it. Like it was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, because like the very first time we were supposed to have the party originally, it was supposed to be April 11th, I think. It was supposed to be back in April, and we ended up having it in June, but it was supposed to be back in April, so we had to end up postponing it because I ended up getting sick like that same week back in April, so we had to postpone it. And then we postponed it to June, I think 4th, and then we had to push it back again to June 11th. So we kept having to push stuff back. I had to find a new DJ because the one we had originally, he was booked for our new date. So I was like, oh my God, I got to find another DJ. So I had to do that. And then originally, the place that we had it at in June, the actual party that we had it in June, I wanted to have a different building because I wanted it to be bigger. I called around to like, I'm not going to even lie, like it was 14 different spots that I called around to. I was driving around looking at buildings and stuff like that, and nothing just worked out. But the original place that we had, that was the one that ended up working out, which I feel like it was supposed to be that place and not, all these other places, because nothing else worked out except for the building that we had it in. And so, yeah, like I literally learned that, for me, where I am right now, to just now be stepping into leadership, I'm a good leader right now. And so everything was planned out smoothly. Everybody did their parts. We all had shirts made, all the helpers, people who helped out with stuff. We had shirts made. And then at the very end of the party, we did like a toast type of thing. I had bought us some champagne glasses. We ain't had no alcohol. It was a church event. We had alcohol. But you
should have been extra.
Thanks. I was like, let me add this party at the end of the party. So we had I had bought us some champagne glasses, and then we had some non-alcoholic we had sparkling grape juice, I think it was just some little just sparkling grape juice or whatever. And then I was like, toast, to a successful lunch, to a successful ministry. Thank you everybody for coming out, everybody who helped. It's been a long time coming, and we finna pop it off, and it's finna be good. We drank, toasted to the ministry, toasted to the party, and everything has been really good since then. So I'm definitely learning about myself that I'm a good leader. And, of course, your mind can get to you sometimes and make you think you're not doing enough and all of that. And I kind of have those thoughts, but I'm learning to like push those thoughts out of my head because they're negative thoughts. And so I have to push them to the back. And so, but yeah, I'm definitely learning that I'm a good leader right now for where I am. So I'm definitely looking forward to like growing, of course, and advancing in that area for sure, because it's going to come in handy in the future because it's a lot more I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah. So yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And while it's pushing it in the back, it's creeping through the windows. You feel me? You feel me?
Man, I swear that them thoughts boy be trying to come in. I promise you.
They be sneaking in and coming in.
And
taking over.
I swear. It was one time they was beating me up real bad. Like that day, I ain't gonna lie, that day I had it bad that day. Like them thoughts was tearing my tail up. I was just like, I don't even feel like fighting back or trying to push them out my head right now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get up, do better tomorrow. I'm gonna work on my mind tomorrow. But today, I don't feel like it. So that was the day I just let them, and I shouldn't have. You should always, try to push the thoughts out your head and, speak positivity. But that day, I did not feel like it. So I didn't do it. But the next day, I made sure, I made sure I was speaking positivity over myself. And we went on and had a good day. But that specific day, I just didn't feel like it that day. So it just wasn't good. Yeah.
Tiring. Frustrating. Yeah. Bro, why am I steady thinking of these crazy thoughts?
I know. I know, literally.
You see my face expression?
Boy, what that mean? Well, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what that mean.
Man, it's tiring, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like with last couple of months, I went through a depression phase, you feel me?
For real?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm talking about for real, but yeah, because everything that I'm dealing with, me and my wife getting divorced, I'm getting out the military. Yeah. It's okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why I really started going crazy on social media, because I understand people are dealing with things, but they don't know how to deal with it. Because a lot of people put things to the side or push it to the back or try to push it to the back, But at the same time, if you never accept what's wrong with you, you would never get over the fact of, okay, this is what's wrong with me, this is why, and this is how I can overcome it.
Right.
Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Right? But the fact that you let your thoughts just sit down and you didn't do nothing about it was incredible.
Yeah.
You did what you're supposed to do, woman. You feel me? Because it can be, like I said, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing the best you can do or trying to do the best you can do each and every day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, some days you just be like, you got it.
Like, right, forget this. I'm just gonna sit down. Forget it. Shoot.
You got it. They go to hand. They go to hand. You feel me? Right. Do you think hard times make you stronger?
I think they can. Yeah, I feel like it depends. It varies from person to person because it might not make this person stronger, but it might make this person stronger. It might tear this person all the way down. They don't come back from it, and this person might come back from it. So I feel like it varies from person to person. This is my personal opinion. I think it varies for sure. Now I hear a lot of people say, they done been through hard times that done, make them, mentally strong, and they done did this and that from their hard times. But I don't feel like it's like that for everybody. I just don't. Honest people in the world, everything is not the same for everybody. So I definitely think it varies from person to person. For sure.
I agree. People handle things differently.
Right.
And that's why we're the light of
the world.
You feel me? You feel me? The world. The world.
Why are you ignorant?
Because a lot of people, even our age, right? A lot of people don't see that they can become anything that they want to be because they don't see it. They don't understand it. I don't know. Listen, next couple of years, I'm gonna be a real estate mogul.
Yes, you better speak it.
I got a book right here say real estate. This is what I just thought about it.
Let's look at my book.
Pre-advertising, pre-promotion, pre-marketing.
You funny.
Not mine. Go check it out. But how important is educating yourself? Come on, woman.
Well, I feel like, okay, so I think it's really important to educate yourself. I do. I agree that it is very important to educate yourself. Honestly, it's funny that you asked that question because I think it might have been, what's today's Saturday? I think Thursday, I actually downloaded this game on my phone called Elevate. And it's like a brain game. It's supposed to educate you while you learn at the same time, teach you stuff. But it's a really fun game. And I'm realizing now like who I am now versus like who I was at like 19 and 20. I wasn't interested in like well, I was, but me downloading the game about education and stuff and trying to learn at 19 and 20, I would not have done it. But now I'm just at the age where I'm just like, okay, I want to learn more, but I want to learn in a way that's like fascinating to me. Because reading is fascinating too. I have books that I read that I think are interesting. And, I'll watch certain things, but it has to be something that's going to be appealing to me. Because if it's boring, I don't want to learn. I'm not going to want to sit there and learn it. But okay. I definitely think that education is very, very important, especially in the world that we live in today. It's so many, things going on and thoughts and other people displaying their thoughts and opinions, thinking it's facts when it's not. So it's definitely important to try to get educated for real on what stuff really is and what it's not and all that. So I would definitely, it's important to me. But I think for me, I'm not the type of person to just sit. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the type of person to just sit down and just read to try to learn about something and write down notes and try to learn about it and yada, yada, yada. Like, that's just not me naturally who I am. Like, I would have to kind of force myself to do that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But for me, this game that I have on my phone, that's fun for me. That's educating me. Like, that's a fun game. So I like this. So I definitely think it's important. Everybody should be trying to educate themselves in some type of way, which for me is through the Elevate app that I have on my phone, because that's what's fun to me. And so, and of course, like I said, I read the books or whatever, the books that I have. I got like a mini library, literally. I have like 15, 16, 17 books in my room. I have not read all of them. I think I read like 3 or 4 of the 17 that I have. But
that's better than none.
Right. That's the way to educate myself too. And plus, like I said, this app. So I definitely think education is important for sure, especially for where the world is going. Yeah, people just need to have the right information in front of them. So yeah, it's important for sure to me.
I agree.
Yeah.
So if you ain't educating yourself, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter how you do it. Get some new information in yourself every day.
Right.
You feel me? Like prime example. It's so many words. I got a word of a day out, and I seen a word. Yes, ma'am. I seen a word that had 20 letters in that mug.
It was one word.
Yeah.
Did you write it down? Say it.
No, I can't. I forgot it. I'm like, what is this?
I bet you sounded crazy trying to pronounce it. Did you try to pronounce
it? Hell yeah, I did.
Oh, chill.
20 words. No, but you can hit it and they'll like say the word like Makaiah. You feel me? Like oh Makaiah.
Yeah.
You know,
that is funny.
You know, very
that is crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't even know that mug existed.
I know, right. It's so much that we don't know exists out there that exists. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
You gotta keep learning. I'm trying to tell you, life is about learning who you're becoming and learning this information that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever felt like you're over learning, overthinking yourself? Like you gaining too much information too much soon, or?
So I wouldn't say in life in general I felt like that, but I will say at this job that I'm at now, because I just started July 11th, so I'm still real new at the job. I ain't even been there a month yet. And so with this type of job, it's very like complex, and it's a lot that you have to pay attention to. It's very precise, like this has to be this has to be this. And that first week that I was there, I did virtual training because our headquarters is located in North Carolina. So I was on an iPad doing virtual training with all of the new people that were in North Carolina. And so it was just that whole week, Monday through Friday, was information overload for me. Like it was so, I'm just like, my head is like spinning. It was so much information. I'm trying to take notes. I'm just like, how am I ever going to get this down? This is so much. Like, now I will say I definitely felt like overwhelmed and like just information overload at that time because it was so much information. But now that I'm actually like hands on, it's my 3rd week now. So now that I'm hands on, it don't feel like as much. It's still a lot, but it doesn't feel how it did the first week. I guess because I wasn't hands on the first week, so I couldn't like actually see what I was doing. But it is information overload. I will say at that point I did feel information overload. But other than that, like at any other point in my life, I don't think I feel information overload except for, me starting a new job. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I have. It's been the only main time, but yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I asked that, we coming up on 40 minutes. Where is it?
Oh, this time going by fast. I see it. Yeah.
Well. There we go.
Yeah, I see
yeah, the reason why I asked that because last week I was like, I was feeling overwhelmed, overthinking, and like over learning. My homeboy, I'm in like a past podcast mastermind, and that was like, just post content. It's like you're holding all the information within yourself. Just post content.
Yeah.
I started posting content.
Right. Like, is that simple?
It is.
Yeah.
So we coming up on 40 minutes. So before we end, I got one segment that I added. It's called Best for Last. It's only 4 questions that you have to answer and explain them quickly. So the first question is, what are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for? Oh my gosh. That's a simple question, but it's so broad. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for everything, but honestly, I'll be more specific. I'm very grateful. So I'm grateful for both of my parents, but I'm very grateful for my dad. Reason being is because if it were not for him, like ministry, like me in ministry and like doing this, I would not be doing it right now, because he's, like I told you, he's a pastor. He pastors my church. He's been in ministry 20 plus years. He was a young G when he started ministry. So I have somebody to look up to when it comes to that. So it's not like I'm just out here in the blind, like don't have nobody to lead me or, you know, work with me or nothing. So I have another leader in the house who I can go to if I have any questions about anything, you know, if I'm feeling like weary or like overwhelmed with just the whole ministry aspect overall, like I can go to him because he understands like fully. He's been in 20 plus years. So it's just like he done experienced everything. So I'm very, very grateful for him, for sure. Yeah.
How do you keep your composure?
Prayer. Prayer. And knowing that I don't have to know everything right now. I don't have to know everything right now. It's a learning process. Like I still have my full life to learn. And so I don't have to be trying to learn everything right now, trying to get everything right now. That helps me to calm down, because I'm just like, okay, I'm young. I'm new into this. I'm still very fresh. I have time to learn this stuff. Just breathe. You got your daddy. Like I said, I got my daddy in the house with me. I just can breathe. You know, I don't have to feel like I have to learn everything right now. And so, yeah. I know it's like we talked about earlier. It's not I don't have to rush with it. So yeah.
Most important lesson ever. What do you regret?
What do I regret? Honestly, I don't regret nothing. Because I feel like the things that I've done, like the things that I've been through, like if those things hadn't happened, like I wouldn't be here right now. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like those are all pieces to the puzzle. You know, I feel like those are all leading me to here, to where I am now. So I really don't regret anything. Like I can't think off the top of my head right now. I know you said we got to answer fast and explain, but off the top of my head, honestly, nothing. Because like I told you, I feel like it's all pieces to the puzzle. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, I don't regret anything.
And last but not least, best question of them all: what does failure of knowledge means to you?
Failure of knowledge. Wait, you said failure is knowledge or failure of knowledge? Failure is knowledge. Failure is knowledge. So,
failure of knowledge.
Like failure of knowledge. So to me, failure is knowledge to me means that even if you fail at something, you can learn from it to get to the next place. I think like failure, it doesn't just have to be failure. Like failure is knowledge. It can be knowledge, but I feel like it varies from person to person because people might view failure differently. They may not view it. They may not view it as knowledge. They might just view it as failure. Like, oh, I failed. Well, that's it. But, you know, somebody else might view it as, okay, let me take this, you know, lesson. Let me learn from it. Let me apply this to the next thing and we can go from there. So I definitely feel like failure is knowledge. It's a stepping stone for where you're going next, to the next place. It's to help you. You know, you're going to fail in life. Life is not going to be perfect. If somebody can say life is perfect, they lied. But yeah, you're going to fail. Everybody fails and has failed at some point in their life. And so it just varies from person to person, the perspective of failure. So yeah, some people might view it as knowledge. Some people might view it as just failure. It varies from person to person, I feel like. But for me, I definitely agree. It is knowledge. You can learn from your failures, your L's that you take, and apply it to the next thing. So, yeah.
And this has been amazing.
It has. We always have a good time. Every time we talk, we always have a really good time. So,
because it's more solely of a vulnerable, true connection. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes a great conversation. We always have a great conversation. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody. Yeah. I hope y'all got as much value as I got. I hope y'all can see the growth within Minister Makaiah Simmons and within myself. You feel me? If you can't, go back in history.
If you can't,
hey, I don't know what to tell you. But,
right.
Like they did this overnight. Okay, go look at the receipts. Okay.
Right.
This one took some time. You feel me?
Right. Right.
Everybody, we really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Makaiah, do you have any more closing remarks before we close?
Well, I think the last thing that I will tell y'all, whoever is still on here, I can't see. I don't know who's on here, who's not. But the last thing I'm gonna tell y'all is that if y'all are in Little Rock, Arkansas, if y'all are in the city, I need y'all at some point in your life, some Sunday, to come to New Life Christian Fellowship Church. Okay, honey. We're located in Little Rock, Arkansas. That address is 3 Lakeshore Drive. Okay, 3 Lakeshore Drive. Come, on a Sunday, just whatever Sunday you choose. You ain't gotta wear no dress or no suit or nothing like that. You can wear some jeans, some sneakers, something simple. You ain't gotta be all, dapper deal or nothing like that. So you can just come as you are. So yeah, come to church. That's all I gotta say.
Come to church. You feel me? Hey, y'all heard it here, people. You feel me? New Life, y'all. She gave you the.
Come to church.
That's what you did.
Woo, boy, you stupid.
Listen. Y'all go to church. You feel me? Minister Makaiah Simmons gonna be waiting for you at the door. You
Come
feel
to
me?
church.
At the door. Y'all have a great day, and y'all believe me. Y'all believe me. Y'all trust the process, because if y'all don't trust it, nobody's gonna trust what y'all don't see. We thank
Right.
y'all. We love y'all. All right, y'all.
Yeah.